Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and that by the Spirit taught us his beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Ahwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And this is an article from Politico. And I have been hearing about some of this stuff, but this is it says South Carolina Representative Joe Wilson, the guy right here in the center of this picture, said he wants to put Trump's face on a new $250 bill, in part to bring attention to the 250th anniversary of the United States, which, overall, that's about the time that all empires fall. Most empires only last about that time, 250 years. And also, this guy's talking about putting this guy's face on damn Mount Rushmore and all that silly, stupid shit. But this is the pride and delusion of these Edomites, because this is their last hoorah. They're really trying to bring it back. Like when this man says make America great again, he's really thinking from a standpoint of when they, actually came here and slaughtered our people, man, and enslaved our people. This is the mindset that these people have. Okay, but it says Benjamin Franklin might have made the scientific breakthroughs, invented a stove, which he probably did and shit, and helped to found the United States. But did he ever usher in a golden age for the nation? And The View, Brandon Gill of Texas, them some damn, yeah, they all of them, it's a whole level of racism going on out there, all these states, though. That's precisely why Donald Trump, not the founding father, deserves to grace the $100 bill. Gill's Golden Age Act of 2025 is just one of the 5 Trump adult-lating House bills introduced in the 2 months since the president began his second term. Other measures would make Trump's birthday a federal holiday, which, generally you'll probably more than likely Americans will be off, but you won't get paid. Rename Dooley's airport in Trump's honor, so they want to name an airport. Carve Trump's face on Mount Rushmore and create a new $250 bill with Trump's likeness. The multi-front effort to memorialize a president who is still alive, let alone still living in the White House, has no precedent in congressional history. While none of the bills are expected to become law, it underscores the length that some House Republicans are willing to go to curry favor with Trump. Yeah, because I watched the cabinet meeting the other day, man, and it was number ball slurping. I'm talking about literally, man, like they was worshiping that dude, man. I'm talking about literally they was worshiping this guy. They didn't, some of them, they just done turned this guy into a damn idol. It's like a demigod. Anyway, it says what we've got to do is show that Congress has the president's back, that we believe in his mission. You see, and they looking past this Pete Headsmith, I think is his name, so like it for pronouncing his name wrong. That guy with the slick back moose hair, you know how it be. Sexiest man alive. Throw his ass in GQ. He done made that big ass blunder with adding in that Atlantic reporter, on in a pretty much a confidential text thread, so to speak, about a plan to do what they was going to do over there in Yemen the other day. So they've been on their heads about that. Them damn Democrats, they're doing so horrible that they had to pounce on that. That was their opportunity to kind of give them somewhat of some say back, in the world, because they done so horrible with Kamala. But anyway, either way, it's a lot of separation, a lot of division. But this is nothing but pure pride right here, man. And this place is through. Okay, but it says, he says, what we got to do is show that Congress has the president's back, that we believe in his mission. We believe in getting America into the golden age. And I think that this bill that I put forward is a good way to show support for that. Some scholars of American history, however, view these bills through a darker lens. Princeton University professor Sean Wallace called it an effort to transform a sitting president into a kind of deified figure. Now, what are they trying to, Trump want to be a damn king because he's making kingly moves. He's not obeying judge orders and shit like that. He's just signing shit, executive orders, and that's what he wants, and they running with it. And he's being sued from every angle. I don't even understand how they even handling all them lawsuits. But anyway, it says he's something. Yeah, George Washington himself feared. This is exactly what the American Revolution was fought to prevent. The Rise of American Democracy. Okay, he's the author of that book. He says, but to some lawmakers, Trump is a figure worth deifying. Secularly, that is. He took a bullet for us, said Rep. Addison McDowell, the North Carolina freshman seeking to rename Dooley's. That's the airport. They tried to throw him in prison. He's somebody that doesn't quit, doesn't give up, and he's going to save the country. Yeah, right. That's what you think. All this crime going on in this place. Every single prophecy that the Lord spoke of, that in Matthew chapter 24, especially 2 Timothy chapter 3, where it speaks on the perilous times. Matter of fact, let's just get it. We in the end, man. They can cut it out. They can try whatever they want to try. Nothing's gonna bring this place back. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. And this is the reason why, if anything, people were shooting at his ass. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this in a good word. Verse 2, people will be selfish and love money. And that's Esau anyway. They will brag, be arrogant, and use abusive language. That's them, man. These things are happening. They will curse their parents, show no gratitude, and have no respect for what is holy. That's Edomites all day, but that's just people in general, especially here in Babylon the Great. It don't make no difference what nationality or ethnicity of people that are here. They're all saturated in nastiness and wickedness. It says, and lack normal affection for their families. They will refuse to make peace with anyone. They will be slanderous, lack self-control, be brutal, and have no love for what is good. And that's Trump and them all day, man. That's America in a nutshell, but that's Trump's whole administration. Some people don't care nothing about these people that he's talking about making America great again for, except for, a couple of, Republicans that's, sitting on a couple of 100 million, or they billionaires. Other than that, if you just regular working class so-called white person, Trump shitting on them people right now, man. People getting fired from their jobs and shit, and you want to try and throw this guy out here as if he's some type of god, man. And this is a beautiful thing, though, because it's all prophetic, man. 250th year. Okay, so it says it says Joe Wilson, South Carolina, had a slightly more complex argument for his $250 bill proposal. Fucking $250 bill. That ain't gonna it'll take one of them to get you 2 bags of groceries. It says a demonstration of Wilson's appreciation of Trump's service, and also to bring attention to the 250th anniversary of the United States. That's all pride, man. I'm working very closely with different organizations to promote 250th year anniversary events. And so it all came together, he said. But why put Trump on the face of a new bill, putting him in the company of Washington, Franklin, and Abraham Lincoln? Wilson said he appreciated both what Trump has done to secure the border, as well as his efforts to reduce taxes to create jobs. It says there's no hard and fast rule against honoring sitting presidents. Barack Obama, for instance, saw several schools and roads named in his honor while he was still in office. In Street and Florida was named in Trump's honor in December. All that bullshit. It's not unprecedented for federal lawmakers to honor a living former president. Anyway, you get the point, man. This is pride, and it's gonna falter. Shit gonna fall. That 250th year, again, most empires, that's about as long as they last, and that's it. Let's get no, we living in the last days, baby. They carrying on. You know what I'm saying? Where how much time it would take to chisel out this clown's face on that damn mountain? And that's the pride of these people, because they really think that this place is gonna last that long. Proverbs 16 and 18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before fall. And that's what you're witnessing, man, because America is doomed. People are not happy. You had to be careful just getting in your car trying to get to work, or just try and get to the grocery store without some fucking depressed person, leaning out of his fucking passenger window with a damn pistol, man, pointed at you, man. You road rage. The kids are all weird, you know. People are loud and boisterous. It's just not. Come on, bro. It's people are not enjoying themselves no more. All the mirth is gone. The music is horrible. The movies are horrible. That's why you got all these streaming platforms and shit like that up. I seen a video earlier. I wanted to do something on it, but it was just a little short video that one of the brothers had done where they talking about breaking down, what do you say? You know how you get Uber Eats and shit. He said a $20 Uber Eat bill basically can go from $20 to $70 because you can finance it. You can finance a goddamn cheeseburger meal. That shit is retarded. You can finance you can make in monthly or you can make installments on the meal. That's stupid as hell. But there's people here that goddamn stupid too. There's some real weirdos here. Instead of going to the supermarket and making that food, they would prefer to, it was even talking about people getting overdraft fees and shit. And matter of fact, I just seen another I'm listening to talk radio or whatever, and the lottery, they've gone from, I think, I'm not, what is it, Mega Millions, the one that's always in the billions. Motherfucker be a damn $1 billion every other week, seem like, you know what I'm saying? But the tickets done went from, I think they said $2 to $5. Supposed to be going up. So think about how big those jackpots are gonna get. And I don't think nobody really winning that money. I think, Esau, some of these fucking these Edomites up top, they let that shit load up and then they go ahead and cash that shit out while everybody going to the store really thinking that they're winning something. You know, you might get a four digit or a damn scratch off or some shit like that. But them billions, I don't think nobody's really winning that money because you'll never see nobody. I get it that people want to, stay anonymous, but you never see nobody that actually win that money. You don't see nobody. So they can easily be taking that money and spreading it amongst their fellow Republicans, whatever. And you just never know, man, because these people are just that damn wicked. But the point that I wanted to make with that is that's how desperate people are. People are that desperate out here, when the lottery hits billions of dollars like that, like it's a bill, like, and it's been happening over, and it's a couple of times a year. That shit happening like every other 2 months or so. It's at $1 billion. That's because people are going in droves trying to just make a way out of their depression and their situation that they're in, man. If people want to live, man, but you can't when you have an oppressive people running the earth, man. The scriptures say, matter of fact, let's get Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? So this man, he's the wicked because he's running the planet. He's the one that's everywhere sanctioning every damn body. He's the one that has space programs and fucking submarines in the oceans and telling people where they can go, when they can go, how they can get there, and all this other shit. You need a driver's license. You need a social security number. You need his birth certificate. You need what? You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's in control of that. You want to start a business, you need to go to him to get this, and this. You want to get a career in whatever, you got to go and take his classes, learn his curriculum and all that shit. So you can't say he's not running the earth. He's in control of the oil. He's in control of the diamonds. He's in control of the sapphires, onyx, whatever it is. All the stones, precious and rare minerals. See? So we know who's running the earth, man. The so-called white race, Esau, Edom, man. And it says that he covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wherein who is he? Who's the main face? What main judge's face did he cover? The Father in heaven gave you a so-called white man. You Google God right now, you're gonna see some butt naked white guy pop up with some little butt naked baby angels around him. Then the secondary judge is, and the Father's name is Yahweh, not no damn Jehovah and all these different names they be calling. His name is Yahweh in the Paleo Hebrew, which means that he exists, or the existing one. And the true name of his son is Yahushai, which means that he's the savior or deliverer in the Paleo Hebrew. And he's the secondary main judge. that he changed. Because when you look up, of course, his name is not Jesus, because there's no letter J, E, O, U, or V in Hebrew. In the Hebrew alphabet, that's just not there. The letter J was invented in 1524. But guess what they about to push on the people? I'm not even sure when that shit even comes around. I think one of these Sundays gonna be they're gonna have the kids out here hunting for fucking chicken eggs and shit, talking about a damn bunny rabbit. That's one of their, see, those are the types of things that they've done, the wickedness that they've done. And this man got a Make America Great Again Bible, man, with that fraudulent ass constitution and all that shit in there, man. You see? He's trying to make it seem as if America has always been righteous. He's literally out here, he was selling Bibles, as if he's the righteous, man. Well, matter of fact, and these are some very prideful people, bro, and they're not going to admit to their crimes, man. The Lord is going to make them pay that tab. They're never going to admit to all the shit that they've done, man. This is, matter of fact, I can get this in the BBE. Let me see how it reads. Psalms 50 and 16. But to the sinner, God says, what are you doing? Talking of my laws or taking the words of my agreement in your mouth? Like, what are you doing with the Bible, basically? In the Good Word translation, it says, but God says to wicked people, how dare you quote my decrees and mouth my promises? That's a cold one there, because that is what it is. But they out here fronting like they're the righteous people. They done gave you a false image. They done gave you idolatry with sweet white baby Jesus, the blonde haired, blue eyed white guy that they spring on people with that Jesus shit. And these people gonna be in for a super duper surprise, man, when they see that the Lord don't look like that, man. When the Lord's coming, these people gonna be terrified. The ones that's still alive, because America's gonna get blasted. Thermonuclear weapons, baby. That's what we're praying Trump brings. We praying he brings that on along with that microchip. And that's all they've been talking about in the backdrop too, is the microchips, man. So look for Revelation 13:16 to fall through. This man wants to turn everybody into a damn perpetual slave to go along with, well, of course, it's the elite's plan. And it's the plan of the Lord because it's prophetic. But we're praying he plays a part in that, because his counterpart, Elon Musk, and he's the one with the Neuralink. He's the one with the brain. But man, you don't know it. Come on, bro. Ain't no telling what the fuck they doing behind the scenes with that brain chip and shit. Everybody in Trump's cabinet might have a damn brain chip. Anyway, it says, verse 17, Psalms 50 and 17, you hate discipline. You toss my words behind you. So what you doing with the Bible? Trump prideful as hell, man. They can't even admit to the mistake. I think one of these guys, he might have stepped up and took the L for the that nasty work of them being in that damn chat talking about shit, and you don't put a wrong number into the damn chat talking about bombing somebody. Hey man, this place is through, man. But anyway, I don't want to keep this long. But this is the type of shit that these Edomites are on, because they're really trying to just make that comeback, and it's not gonna happen. You had your run. You had your run. I was thinking about what was that yesterday? I think I was kind of meditating on how the Lord, he made everything in twos, right? Let's get Sirach 33. Let me start at verse 13, though. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh them best. So the Lord, he created them to do exactly what they're doing. They're only doing what he wants them to do. He created every other nation, every other ethnicity, and they're doing exactly what he wants them to do. It just so happened that it's his turn to run the world. But there's been other nations of ethnicity of people that have run the world as well. So they have all had a setup. They had a uprising and a downfall. And that's what's happening to America. So it goes on to say, verse 14, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. So the Lord created a wicked people, and he created a righteous people. You know, you can't have up without down, fast without slow, wet without dry, empty without full. The Lord created everything in twos, completely even. So he created them to be the wicked, and he created a righteous people, which are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the Israelites. That's just so happen to be following and behind this man and doing wicked deeds, man. But they are the actual wicked people that the Lord created. Matter of fact, you could get Proverbs 16:4. So they're only doing what they're supposed to do. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord has made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he created them for a time to come up with a microchip to actually present to the people, and actually he's gonna make it so bad for the people that people they gonna come on their hands and knees crawling to get that shit. If you're not a part of the elect of Israel, you're gonna take that shit, man. That's why we pray to Yahweh about Shemal Shah for his mercy and his grace, man. Endurance, faith in him. Because this man, he's in control. You see, he cutting everything. He cutting Medicaid, he cutting Medicare and shit, he cutting food stamps, he's cutting housing, he's cutting everything that people need. He's cutting the damn lunch programs at the schools. He's trying to cut all that shit. So guess what? People are gonna be, and they already shooken. You know, people are already doing bad. I think it was yesterday they was talking about how 60%. Let me see. It's the highest rate of people being behind on car payments, rent, and just payments. People used to generally, you might need a week, 2 weeks, you might need a little grace period, I double up next month type of deal. That was, some little regular stuff, in case something happened, whatever. No, motherfuckers with actual jobs that never had those situations are actually, 2 months, 3 months. I've been seeing houses. I just passed through a neighborhood, man, with Edomites where, man, it's for sale signs in all the yards, damn near. Because they're doing bad. It's not working. It's not working out well for them, man. Bunch of old ass men that's retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the people I work with, they old ass so-called white people, man, had to come back to work. They had to come out of retirement and get something to do to try and put with their what's left of their pension money. And these people, this man talking about getting rid of Social Security and shit like that. So things about to get nasty, man. So he created this man, as the wicked for his purpose, man, in these end days. And I brought up that Sirach 33:15, the 2 and 2, everything is made in twos, because there's a flip side to everything. Just like how this man is running shit now, there's a flip side to that. There's a 2 and 2 with that. He's running shit now, but in the future he's gonna be a slave. He's in the kingly position right now, but in the future, that's why you get Revelation 13, start at verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So while this man talking about putting this guy on Mount Rushmore, chiseling out that goddamn hairdo, what are you gonna paint that bitch orange? You talking about putting them on a $250 bill and all this other little shit and naming shit after him. But guess what? That's not gonna work, bro. All y'all going into captivity. The ones of you that's left of the Edomites, you're going into captivity. The ones of you that's gonna get hit and splattered with those missiles here in America, your ass is gonna be born back into captivity. And we gonna work the shit out of you. Talking about a golden age. Get the hell out of here, man. Nah, man, it's not gonna work like that. But you can clearly see the pride of these people, and it's so. If you're not paying attention to any of this news, man, and what these people are really doing, you have to know that this shit gotta be soon. The scripture says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, bro." This shit moving so quick, man, because we you should be in the news every day. You should be, because the scripture says to watch and pray, to measure thou the times diligently. So I be watching news most of the, man, I'm scrolling through news, or I'm watching the news, pretty much my TV stay on news channel, until later at night I might watch something to unwind. You know what I'm saying, Lozo? But overall, man, throughout my day I'm trying to find out what this fucker is into. and report on it. And you have to know, man, with all these stories that's going down, this man is doing some shit. And let me see. And I'm gonna end out, but like I said, I was just scrolling through the news and came across this Politico article. But this is I should just go ahead and subscribe to the Apple News, but I'll be reading some of the the titles and I can just kind of find it. They be wanting you to pay some damn money and shit. Like this one, Wall Street Journal, the U.S. missile launcher that's enraging China. Trump signs executive order to overhaul voting. All this shit, man. People out here pissed right now. Let me see. Lawmakers clash with constituents following more angry town halls. Yeah, them town halls, I've been watching a lot of those too. Them town halls, man, these so-called white people, they pissed, man. They pissed right now because they voted for Trump. Trump made all those promises, and they didn't know that he was going to bring in Elon Musk and do all the shit that he's doing right now. So they're pissed. They're going to these town halls, and they're pissed, bro. Another one in Politico. If Trump defies the courts, here's what a judge can do. See? He's talking about how he loves America, make America great again, but you don't want to even, anybody that comes up against anything that you're saying is illegal. Now this guy talking about impeaching judges, man. Right? And there's plenty of more articles, plenty of more stories. Let's see though. I don't want to do too much here. Corporate America's euphoria over Trump's golden age is giving way to distress. Yeah, people, man, all these companies and shit. Trump gave National Security Advisor a center of leak, a vote of confidence. Okay, anyway. Heads are exploding how security experts see the signal war plan breach. Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro, because people could have got fucked up, man. Had, the right people got, wind of that shit. Whew. Long wait. See right here? These types of stories right here. Long waits, waves of calls, website crashes. Social Security is breaking down. These are the people that's at the town halls. Look at that. Who's in the picture? Who's in the picture? Edomites. See? And I might have to come back and do something on this, man. Whoo. Let me just read this a little bit right here. It says the Social Security Administration website crashed 4 times in 10 days this month because the servers were overloaded, blocking millions of retirees and disabled Americans from logging into their online accounts. In the field, office managers have resorted to answering phones in place of receptionists because so many employees have been pushed out. Amid all this, the agency no longer has a system to monitor customer experience because that office was eliminated as part of the cost-cutting efforts led by Elon Musk. These people ready to civil war this shit out, bro. This is where all this division is coming in. That's why I'm saying it's too much stuff that's going on, man. Where this man is about to come down with some real, he's breaking it all down. He's fucking this place up for a reason, But they talking about putting him on Mount Rushmore. Crazy, man. I don't even want to. I might have to come back to this. Says the turmoil is leaving many retirees, disabled claimants, and legal immigrants needing Social Security cards with less access or shut out of the system altogether, according to those familiar with the problem. What's going on is the destruction of the agency from the inside out, and it's accelerating. Senator Angus King of Maine said in an interview, I have people approaching me all the time in their 70s and 80s, and they're beside themselves. They don't know what's coming. Hey, what's coming is they want to kill off a lot of the older people anyway. Me speaking as a man, I think that's what that jab was about. It knocked off a lot of those older people because they have an agenda to knock off a certain amount of population anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if they, Because those older people, they're useless now. You know, they don't have no use to the so-called white man and his government no more. You know, they all about the younger generation, and the younger generation is the digital generation, and they're gonna be the ones that's gonna be more likely to line up without no problems to get them chips. Because they might throw them a couple of dollars. You know, they might, they've been talking about universal basic income and stuff like that. So, you know, and we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. This man is capable of anything. But I'm gonna end out there. We'll see what's gonna happen from it. But hey, we continue to pray for the downfall of this place. Matter of fact, let me get that. I end out with that. Sirach chapter 25 and verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and a tenth I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And this is what we're witnessing, man. We're witnessing the fall of our enemy. Those prayers that we say on a day-to-day basis, you know, Yahweh, please bring down bring down our enemies, destroy our enemies, destroy their